I'm Paula.
I'm Renata.
I am Priscilla.
We've come all the way from Brazil to unravel the mystery of the Australian wines.
Let us take you on a tour and discover what's behind these famous labels.
This is wonderful!
For me, it's awfully nice. It's paradise. It's what I love to see. You make my life so.
Today we're at Samuel's Gorge, a picturesque little winery nestled in the hills of McLaren Vale and overlooking the Onkaparinga National Park to the north and St Vincent's Gulf to the south. With the winds of the ocean providing a cooling influence for the vines, the climate provides perfect growing conditions for Mediterranean grapes. While working in the region, winemaker Justin McNamee fell in love and started Samuel's Gorge in a rustic old farm shed back in 2003. He describes the winery as a mosaic of dreams, and we have to say, we'll be dreaming of coming back here for a long time to come. So join us as we discover what's behind the Samuel's Gorge label.
It's what I love to see.
Yeah, so Justin likes to keep things very simple. He uses 6 different varieties. 3 of them come from southern Rhone, Grenache, Mourvedre, and Shiraz. And then the other 3 are from Rioja in Spain. So Grenache, Graciano, and Tempranillo. And those tend to be a bit more tannic, a little bit heavier. So yeah, just keeps it nice and simple. We do have a few of our own vineyards. We have some Shiraz and Tempranillo that's planted up here. And then we source from 8 different growers around McLaren Vale. So this region is very lucky to have a lot of different soil types in such a small area.
And if you, for your experience, you have been here for a little while, so which wine you notice the best seller, the people always coming here and asking for it?
Well, this region is really known for Shiraz. That's what a lot of Australia is, but especially this area and around Adelaide. So the McLaren Vale still, 55% of what McLaren Vale says is still Shiraz. So that's the money maker. Very famous Shiraz.
The famous Shiraz, 2018?
Yes.
And why so famous?
It works really well in this climate. It likes the heat, and it's, I would say it's almost sort of the red equivalent to Chardonnay, where it's very versatile. It's quite a hardy grape, so it can grow in a lot of different climates.
And then how exactly this Shiraz is made here? So do you use many oak or not really?
Sort of our oak regime throughout most of our wines. It will sort of tweak it here and there a little bit, but generally we tend to have it in a little bit more oak. So that will be 18 months plus.
Okay, 18 months plus.
But still sort of that 80% old oak and 20% new. And
Just
then
to get the
again,
balance.
French.
Yeah, get the balance, and probably you wanted to show more the fruit character, yeah?
Yes, yeah. So you want a bit of longevity, so you get the tannins, you get some oak extraction, which help wine cellar a bit, but you still want that fruitiness to it. So it's a nice little balance.
So we are in the winery. It's called Samuel's Gorge. So we're going to try Shiraz from McLaren Vale 2018. Shiraz is quite famous here in McLaren Vale, so it's 54% we can see here is Shiraz, because they actually adapt so well to the climate. Color-wise, and this wine you have more medium ruby, and then the smell is actually very attractive in medium plus intensity, so you can actually get a lot of the aromas. An aromatic wine with a lot of that spices, blueberries, dark fruits.
Yeah, and actually palate-wise, you can see these dark fruits very well integrated with the spices, and you have a very velvety tannins in here, what makes the wine approachable. And it's all about the Shiraz here in McLaren Vale.
And label-wise,
it's a beautiful label because it shows the mosaic of dreams, that how they call here in Samuel's Gorge, and showing all the landscape of Onkaparinga Valley that is just behind us. So well, the national park. And very attractive because you have the cork that is a very traditional enclosure, so why not enjoy a bottle like that?
So in Australia, it's not very normal, by the way.
So why do you think this wine is so attractive?
So these wines have a lot of the freshness. So we can actually, it's a lot of the Shiraz we can find here in Australia. It's more Jamie style, but this we can get this acidity, that velvety tannins is coming through. It's just everything's so balanced. By the way, the label, like it was, is very attractive as well. They have all these very art as well on the label, and yeah, so it's actually a beautiful wine. Let's enjoy. Cheers.
A future wine, but